I am very happy to be here with all of you after such a long time. It's like, for me, it's like homecoming. I am very thankful to Nandini ji for calling me here so that I have an opportunity to see you all, meet you all after such a long time. Generally, there is one thing that is circulating. After 10 years, justice delayed but justice given. In this context, I would like to say a few words. As an academic, what I have lost in the last 10 years cannot be given back to me. Who will give it back to me? I am not asking for the years that are lost. When the Maharashtra police raided on our university residence and took away certain electronic devices, and what was there in the electronic devices? First of all, 20 years of my research work. And that was like various archival materials. I went to different archives and collected them on literature, the medieval periods, certain interesting texts and conversations, which was very important for me. And what else was there? My research papers, books I was about to publish, and books publishers were in conversation with me to finalize, and some books which were being edited by the publishers. And if you see my students' assignments, term papers, and my students who submitted me in their pen drives their research papers. Some people came and gave me for reading the papers and giving them comments on them. All of them are lost. Some people may ask, you can get them back from the court. Yes, we did. My lawyer, Surendra Gadling, now in jail for the last more than 5 years. Before that I was convicted in the case, he applied for the copies. We got 2 copies of 2 drives, hard disks, one for my lawyer, one for me. We came back and tried to open. We got only mutilated material, nothing was there. And we went back to the court and asked, you have given us the mutilated material which you are not opening, which open, there are scrap in that. The court said that it was sent to the forensic report, for a forensic report. They subjected the material to various tests and we can't help. Whatever is there, you take. This is all lost. Not only that, it's not only the serious academic material. Vasanta used to collect our family photographs of all the events. For 25-30 years of all the photographs were lost. And my daughter used to collect various films from all over the world she was interested in. All was lost. And of course, certain MPhil dissertations which were given to me for a reading, they were also lost. Of course, they were there in the university, so nobody was affected by that. So this kind of, like all other writers, academic writers also, we feel jealously protect our work. And particularly the research work, we feel that it is part of our body and heart. So when you receive after years mutilated parts, how does one feel about it? Apart from that, I wanted to say only two more things. This is all lost. We can't get it even if we go to Supreme Court also. We tried with various experts, computer experts, software experts and all that. But it was deliberately mutilated. And they know that where this person will be hurt most. And if you see, during the arguments in the sessions courts and High Court twice, one of the arguments put forward by a very eminent senior public prosecutor was that in the videos and also in my writings, I use two terms. In academic writings, in popular writings which were published by the newspapers and magazines, and also in the serious academic research papers also. And he said those two terms are indicative that I was a terrorist. And if you see what are these two terms, I attended the second hearing on the appeal on the online. The High Court was kind enough to allow us to attend the court hearings. So the argument was that I used the term very frequently in a conference and also in my papers, Brahminism. He was talking about against Brahminism. So it's an indication that he is with the terrorists. If he was not a terrorist, he is at least was with the terrorists. I had no opportunity to give a reply to the senior advocate. However, from jail, I wrote a note and sent it to my senior lawyer. You please, on my behalf, you place it. What I meant about Brahminism. And the second term, that they found it very serious and also incriminating, was imperialism. And it was repeated several times in the arguments. So I had no opportunity. I gave kind of a note to my lawyer, sent it across from the Mulakat, saying that when I talk about Brahminism, I am not talking about individuals. I was talking about a system. And the context in which they showed the video from the hard disk supposedly seized from me was in a particular context. But of course, they were also showing other papers also, research papers. The context was, I was in a conference and somebody asked me a question about JNU student Naveen Babu, who wrote his MPhil thesis on Varna to caste. The question I replied, the answer, in that answer, that was shown in the High Court also, that but my answer was shown, video was played. My answer was this. In that entire, if they showed the entire answer, it was actually, the prosecution was playing on the minds of the judges. Like, if the judges are Brahmins, they should be prejudiced. You say, like, this man is talking against Brahmanism. That answer was like, the question was, when was that as Brahmanism as an institution emerged, and whether that was like during that period of Varna system changed into caste system. Is that the period when Brahmanism? So I answered that, and I wanted to say, like, we are not talking about individual Brahmins. It was about an institution that has worked as a caste system within the caste system. But of course, there was no opportunity, and the lawyers did not find it important to clarify before the judges. And about imperialism, I said, today it's become very fashionable among the academics to talk about imperialism, and this man who is saying imperialism all the time is actually, this is the only terrorists speak this, and terrorists among the academics also speak about this. This is the argument provided by a very, very well-known senior lawyer who acted as a public prosecutor. And when we lose the 10 years of our tenure and lose all the work that we have done as teacher, as a researcher, now after 10 years when I am out from jail, it is like my feeling is like I lost a person very close to my heart in my family. I mean, the entire work that I could come and see and check again and see, that is not there. So I would conclude this few remarks. I'm sure it's not only me that affected by this kind of, we are talking about academic freedom today. And I don't know, like, even during emergency, if it was done to the academics like this. And, after my arrest and conviction, I have never left, even in jail, my work. I continue to teach in the jail, even though jail authorities try to prevent. And I am very to share with you today that some Adivasi boys who did not know alphabet even in Hindi or in English, they passed out from IGNO courses and they took degrees. In the 7 years, I continue to read and write in my field. At least I hope to publish now what I have done in jail in my own field of my research. So I have at least one feeling that I defeated the jail term by continuing with my academic work. Thanks a lot.